How do you grow up to be a producer or musician there?
Suddenly, I just found that I am in love with hip hop. I just found out myself that I'm a rapper.
How's the transition in your creative world when you're like coming to Poland, which is totally different culture from your own culture?
I was a journalist as well. If you know, Arabs actually are the master of word.
You've done a lot of events because the second month you are in TV.
Yeah.
I can imagine the 15 years.
Yeah. I was actually terrified because we were playing in front of 50,000. It was live on TV.
What do you advise them to do in order to have that mindset of not being afraid?
So if you are true to yourself and you're doing the thing that you think it's right, not what the market wants.
But what was the difficult thing that you faced in Poland?
Drunk person comes and asks me to go back to home.
From Cairo to Poland's rising stage, he's bilingual lyrical force, a producer, a self-built brand. He's not just a music machine, he's a movement. Welcome to the mic, Mr. Eddie.
What up, Nate?
What
the
up?
most common name. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing good, man.
Great. Very
How you
nice to see
doing?
you. Great, thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Actually, I didn't introduce the show. This is Behind the Logo, powered by Ego. My name is Nate, the the host of the show. First, I wanted to ask you to tell us where you're from and what do you do? What do people know you from doing?
Okay, well, I'm from Cairo. I was born in Giza, nearby the pyramids. Spent a little time there and then moved to Hurghada. That's the Red Sea, by the Red Sea, actually. So the seaside of the seaside boy, let's call it this way. And then to called Poland. Mostly people know me as a producer, rapper. I do have a record label, just a lot of things actually, but you can name it whatever you wish.
Wow.
I can swim as well. So
Nah, yeah, like from Giza.
Yeah.
The beautiful place. Everybody want to go to Giza.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when I was young, when I used to see those pyramids, I was like, just stones on top of each other. Because when you see the thing in front of you, you don't appreciate how glory they are. But when you grow up and you understand more about it, you just feel stunned at how the heck they done that. So yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But how did you grow up in Egypt in Africa and you loved hip hop? Like how do you grow up to be a producer or musician there?
Yeah, there's a very long story behind. My dad used to live in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
So I was a kid, and in this time we didn't have like a communication, cell phones or Facebook. There was no internet, let's call it this way. And the way for communication was my mom sending, she's recording tapes, so she can send it with my uncles because my dad have living brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, in Africa we have big families.
Yeah.
So all of them, they used to live in Saudi Arabia. So since I was 4, my mom would bring me and my brothers to record to my dad on the cassette. So when I was a kid, I was like, whoa, how she do that? And by time I started to learn how it works, my oldest brother, may God bless his soul, Boyson, he was always showing me music and so on. And suddenly I just found that I am in love with hip hop. My dad also, he loves the black music, let's call it this way. So I just grew up listening to it. I just found out myself that I'm a rapper. Yeah.
Wow. But how many years ago was this?
Oh, well, as I said, just having influence to music, it was really since I was 4 with all the things that is happening.
Yeah.
My mom also writes a little bit poetry. Not perfectly great, but I saw that she's writing and she made me write. And as I said before, that I was a journalist as well. So I like writing too much. But starting music as a rapper was 1999. That was like the beginning, the first track I recorded.
1999.
Yeah.
That's actually a very huge moment for hip hop as well in the North American areas as well. But in Africa in 1999, that's like the beginning of hip hop.
Yeah, I would say beginning of life. Well, we started to talk and walk in this time in Africa. No, I'm joking. No, I mean, of course, if you measure it comparing to US, it's absolutely different market. Like they have different needs. Mostly they started with let's say, the same movement that they started in the 70s and so on in the US. Everything comes to Africa with a little bit delay, let's call it this way. But we also have our own style because if you know, Arabs actually are the master of word. You know, we have that. We used to have markets back in the days, like 1,000, 2,000 years ago, where people go there, like they say poetry and they battle freestyle. Like, who can say better poetry about the horse or about the desert or whatever.
So the freestyle.
Yeah, they would actually go there in the market and they just bring the two, let's call them the people that they write poetry, but if we call them now, they call them freestyle rappers. And they just bring, for example, a horse, and whoever says a better poetry about the horse takes the horse as a prize. So the language itself in Arabic is very rich and huge, so it gives you a lot of way to express. Like, if you want to say lion, you can use 20 different words to express the word lion. So the hip-hop or rap in Egypt was absolutely different because it hits really hard. In US was all about, you know,
cars.
Yeah, I get money. I have itches. I don't know if you teeth or not. I take drugs. I can do this and I can do that. I have guns and so on. But in the Middle East, we used it as in the beginning for a different purpose. It was about politics, lifestyle, social stories, and so on. So I think it was the same, like let's say the same frame, but the topic in general was absolutely different.
Yeah, because in Africa, well, I was not born in 1990. But
that's good for you.
But yeah, but I can imagine even growing up, hip hop was still coming up. Like it was not like solid in Africa in general. So it's still coming up though. But I would say back then it would have been so very abundant in the continent.
Yeah, I would say it started to be popular in Egypt in 2005, around this time. But before, I recall in my neighborhood, when I was telling someone that I was rapping, I'm rapping, they would mock me like, huh? Rap? You think you're a rapper? You make rap in Arabic and English? Nah, it's not for us.
Yeah.
But by 2005, it started to become a little bit popular. But I think for the past 5 years, it's taking over now the music industry in Egypt. Like, it's becoming number one.
So how did you decide to come to Poland?
By plane. I bought a ticket. Poland actually is a quite nice place. I like it here. I've seen things at the beginning as we talked. I've watched it growing. So I don't know. I've been here since 2010. And
that's a long time.
Yeah, Warsaw embraced me very well. I've had the chance and luck to meet very nice people. Of course, you've meet people that make you hate your life, but at the same time, there are nice people that you meet and makes your life easy. So Poland, for me, I consider it now, specifically Warsaw, is my second home.
But what was the difficult thing that you faced in Poland?
Okay.
You can tell me.
Do you want to know the most difficult thing?
The most difficult thing.
The ch and sh. I cannot still until now make the difference. The SZ and CZ. That's the most difficult thing for me in Poland, I would say.
Can you elaborate on that?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay.
In Polish language, the SZ is in English like SH.
Okay.
Yeah. And the CZ is like CH. But they don't sound like you say it in English. They sound the same, like ch, ch.
Okay.
So there's one that has a T in there, which is difficult for me to say. So sometimes when I try to say something, it sounds different. And until now, I cannot make sounds different. My ears cannot hear it, even though I'm a musician, but it's difficult for me.
So you speak a lot of Polish then?
After a few beers, maybe. but to make it, I'll tell you a funny thing. Yesterday, 2 days ago, I was in physiotherapy, and a gentleman asked me, "Do you speak Polish?" I said, "Yeah, I can, but now I'm at the doctor. Maybe I'll tell you something wrong, like take out my kidney when I don't know what I mean. So it's better to keep it English.
To keep it English.
Yeah, it's like in these cases, it's better to.
Maybe you should take him out for a drink then.
Yeah, then I can tell him how I feel. Yes.
That's crazy. So you've told me the biggest deal that you faced, even though you didn't really specify clear it. So
let's call it a language.
Let's call it a language.
Let's bracket a language.
But how did you overcome it?
Okay. For my luck, actually, since I'm here, I'm working in American companies. Like I've moved from three different companies because I do part-time job as well.
Mhm.
The music is mainly the main thing, but also I do part-time job, and for my luck, I deal always with people that speak English or not even from Poland.
Yeah.
Um, Plus, as I told you, when you get out with people and you get drunk, they really don't care if you speak Polish or Chinese or Japanese. It's just the language is a matter of communication.
Yeah.
And I think I understood the few words that it can help me to buy coffee from Żabka. It can give me, yeah, it can give me something from a supermarket. It's like fair square. It keeps me surviving.
Yeah. What do you advise the people who are coming, maybe not even only Poland, but who are going to different cultures, and how to intertwine with the people that are already living there? Like, what do you advise them to do?
Okay. Well, the first thing I think that is quite important is to read the history of the place. Because if you understand the history of one place, you understand why they are acting this way. The culture, of course, because you be coming from a place that it tells you what is right and what is wrong, but in a different country, also they have a different right and different wrong. Uh, my advice is just be accommodative. Like, don't
Mm,
force your habit or what you think is right, and try to find like the hold the stick from the middle, not
mm,
to bring it all to your side or there. Just respect the culture; they will respect you back. So
mm. Yeah, but that's not always the case. Where
yeah, I mean, whoever doesn't understand that, you could just leave. You
mm,
know, I always think this way because the place where you go, where there are people having bad energy, it's your choice that you win there. So you could
mm.
be in the places where you feel only comfortable, then you will have no problems.
Yeah, definitely. First, making the research and knowing the culture and stuff. After that, you can decide wherever you want to go. After that,
Exactly. Yeah.
that's what you're saying. Yeah, I totally, definitely agree with that. And you are an artist. You are in a creative world. I you are bilingual as well. You rap in Arabic and English. So how's the transition in your creative world when you're like coming to Poland, which is totally different culture from your own culture, not even just socializing with the people, but how was its transition, the creative world for you?
Okay. As I said again, I think my mom prays a lot for me,
Mm.
and I have a good luck. Once I arrived to Poland, I think like 3 weeks after, there was a program back in this time. It's called Must Be the Music, Tylko Muzyka, something like that.
Mhm.
And it happened that I went to a restaurant where they had the after show, like they celebrating the winner of the first edition. And I was there. And for my like for the luck, I think all the celebrities in Poland was there. Back in the days, I used to have a bigger afro than yours,
Mm.
like very long time ago.
And
So,
bigger than this.
and in this time, bro, there nobody was walking with that hair here. Nobody, zero. I'm telling you, there were 10,000 immigrants, and they all look same, and I looked different. Either ways,
Yeah.
so I was contacted by Warsaw. This is a guy from Afro Mental, and Cora. I saw Ella Zavendowska and a guy that was beatboxing. His name's Darny. He's
Mhm.
from Singapore, if I'm not mistaken. So he just saw I was actually just started to make a little music in this month. He asked me, "Would you like to be in the program the next
Mm.
season?" I was like, "Yeah, when is it?" He told me it's next month. So for me, the next month I was in Poland. I was already in TV. So it
Wow.
just worked
The
this way.
next day.
The next month,
The
like,
next month.
yeah, I arrived to Poland 2 months later. I was on TV, so it was just luck like that.
Wow.
And from there, it just went nice, 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 nicer, nicer, and nicer.
that's
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
But for you to make that, like, those type of connections, like there must be something in between that you have done, maybe that you have connected between. Maybe do you connected with anybody before that event?
In Poland,
Yeah.
no, I was actually first. The only thing that I was focusing to see first in Poland is the snow,
Hmm. Of
and
course.
that's why. So I was waiting until it comes because I think I arrived in the autumn or something like that. So
Mm.
I was like, okay, where's the snow? Where's the snow? So I wasn't too much into making career in Poland. I was mainly still doing my setup here because I have my studio and the record label in Egypt. And then I moved totally to a new country. So I still didn't even unpack my bag. Let's call it this way. Uh, but since this day, I think I started to have contact with, like, to make connection with different people. And like, the saying that the good reputation precedes. So the same when you're doing something good, another person recommends you because they know that you bring a good vibe, and it just went like a circle. So every person I work with, they feel comfortable, they feel okay, so they recommend to another person whenever they have a project. So it just went that way.
Yeah, I want people to understand that, like when you do something, and when you connect with some people, you just have to always be authentic and be so true for the surrounding, because there's some other people who are also wanting to work with you, but if you destroy that circle that you have, then it would be so hard, right?
That's true. Being 100 to yourself is good. And, they always say real, recognize real. So if you sit with someone and he sees that you're doing good, you're being fine, you respect yourself and you respect the others, why not working with you again? So that's how it goes.
Yeah. That's true for me as well. Like we're doing like podcasts like you see, and whenever we connect with our guests and stuff, we always want to bring out the good vibes and to make them feel safe and really heard and stuff. So that really helps us to get more guests, even their connections. So that really helps because I've seen it in my own practice as well. 100%. So yeah, that's 100% true thing to do. So you've done a lot of events because the second month you are in TV.
Yeah.
I can imagine the 15 years.
Yeah.
A lot of things. What is the most difficult thing? Have you ever faced any difficult situations on stage?
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. I mean, there are two things that I would mention. As I told you a long time ago, in Poland, not only in Poland, 15 years ago was 15 years ago everywhere. It's okay, let's agree to disagree on that. Yeah. So by time people start to recognize different things. So I've had few situations that I'll be on the stage and just a drunk person comes and asks me to go back to home. But that stopped. That's after 5 or 6 years, that definitely stopped. Yeah, I've faced, actually, it's caught on camera on every single show I've been doing. And as I told you,
your home.
Yeah, like you don't belong here. But as I told you, I just found out that I was going to places that I should not be. But by time people start to learn and understand, so it became okay. So the second difficult one is quite good and funny. There is an artist, her name is Margaret. It happened that I just performed with her in one place for one of her songs, and she's supposed to be a megastar in Poland. And while we were on the stage, she just looked at me and she said, "Eddie." And I said, "Yeah." She said, "I've never performed with anyone on the stage. I'm scared." And I'm just looking at her like, whoa, okay. Yeah, so I just saw it from a different perspective that she should be the one that calming me down because that's her main job. But, in this moment, I was like, okay, calm down. Just calm her down. I was actually terrified because we were playing in front of 50,000. It was live on TV. And literally every big heads in Poland was in there from the artists.
50,000.
Yeah, there was a lot of people. It was on TV and it was the finals and there was really too many artists there. And it was just like sort of a competition. Whoever performs the best wins. We knew from the beginning we wouldn't be selected because it was in English. She also sings in English, but now she changed to Polish. Yeah, so it was challenging for me that someone is supposed to have like such big confidence and big fans, and it just showed me that, okay, it's okay to be stressed before. Yeah. So I learned that also from her, and I learned since that day how to calm myself and calm whoever with me on the stage to make them relax.
50,000 people. That's a lot of people, and it was live as well.
Yeah, it was a TV.
Wow. How many people attended your first show? Be honest with me.
Which one?
Your first, like your
first. Okay. Okay. God, let me remember. I just searching deep inside. Okay.
That's a long time ago for sure.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Okay. I might send you the picture. It was around also 3,000 or something like that. Because the first time I ever performed, as I told you, in this time, there was nothing called hip hop shows in Egypt. That was not the case. And one of the colleges, they decided to make something outside of the box, because usually they bring those guys like Bruno Mars or Justin Bieber to perform there, but Egyptian ones. So when I went there, it was actually weird, and there was already people coming, but not for us. So we were playing like a special guest in there. Yeah, I think around 2000, 3000, something like that, because it was in a college and there were like graduation
About
parties.
the millennium. Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, around 2000, 3000 person. It was the college, and it was like the entire people there from the college. So I would say this amount.
2000 people. That's still a lot of people for a first show.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I got the courage from, but I wasn't alone actually, because at this time I had my crew. Because when I started rapping, we had a crew called Dragon Wave, and we were around 5 guys. So with your homies, you don't feel fear.
Yeah, because when you were with homies, you don't feel fear, of course. But 2000 people, 3000 people, what do you advise to people like who want to do music, even artistic stuff, not only music? A lot of artistic things, you tend to be in front of people. You have to be in front of people to actually perform. So what do you advise them to do in order to have that mindset of not being afraid?
Okay, here's the secret.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's something I do. Maybe it's wrong. I have a song. It's called Number One Fan. So Eddie E5 is just a product. This is myself that wanted to hear some type of music and that I couldn't hear in somewhere else. So I've created a product that is called Eddie E5 that does the music that I want to hear. So I first asked myself, did you like Eddie's songs? If it's yes, then everybody will. Not everybody, but people that connect to the same style. So if you are true to yourself and you're doing the thing that you think it's right, not what the market wants, then you are having the courage to stand in front of 1 million people, 5 million people. If you're true to yourself, that's...
So authenticity is the...
Yes, sir.
So welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Ego. We were talking about authenticity before we had a break. I wanted to ask you, so how did you stay true to your roots while trying to reach a bigger audience? Because I feel like it needs a lot of dedication to the art as well for your authenticity to actually be this authentic and reach a bigger audience.
Yeah, well, I don't work alone. That's number one. Yes, I do have the talent, but there's a lot of work behind. So Lexi and Sila and the guys from Gorilla Vibes in Germany, they are giving me a lot of attention, a lot of support, and they are helping me out to reach more audience. Because I always see the things from this perspective. When you are an artist, it's not your job to reach people. It's not your job to do other things. Your main job is to create art. If you start to get busy with doing different things, you forget your main target, or your main duty. Then you will start to work less on your music and you will not give it 100. So I would say I give full credit for my team. I'm just the guy who's in the kitchen that cooks the product and they just sell it out.
So you're the cook.
Yeah, I'm the chef. Yes, yeah.
Talking about having a team, I want to talk about more about that, because a lot of people, they think they can do everything, especially when you're in art. You've seen in podcasts as well, there's a lot of people behind it, like the audio. We have the cameraman. Yeah, the best audio. We have the camera and also the production. Everything is different. Me, I'm just interviewing and a lot of things are happening behind. But a lot of people doesn't understand that when they first start, they just think they can do it all. Like they can be the audio man, the producer, the musician. They can do anything. So what advice do you have for the first beginners, like how to create even a team around them?
Okay, well, there is a philosopher in Egypt, but he passed away. His name is Dr. Mustafa Mahmoud. He said something that it just gave me a bright to think this way. He said, you can do the impossible with the minimum tools you have. I recall myself back in 1999 recording a song you could imagine that there was no such studio. I had a computer that has 95 windows, a little mic that we used in chat. So whatever tools you have, use it. So Nate is my homie and he believes in me. I'll ask him, do you really want to support me? Yeah. Can you do this for me? If he is willing to pay you 1 hour of his life daily, then people will pay you the same.
Yeah. People have to understand that when you're starting, you can't start alone.
Exactly.
So you just have to have a team.
Most
'Cause
important to start.
to start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's what I believe as well. And did you have any challenges while building a team? Maybe were there any people which were not interested in what we do?
Yeah. I do have a little problem. I'm not a good person because I like everything to be good. If I go for you for war and take a bullet, I expect you to do the same. Along the journey, I've met a lot of people that they just wanted to get advantage of what you have and then just let go. I understand that. I never treat people like we're doing a deal. You give me something, I give you something. I will give you anything anyway because that's how I was raised. But sometimes some people, they take advantage of that and they use it and not in the nice way. So I've met a lot of people that I built a lot of things with them, but then I found out that it was just for the sake of getting something from me. So finding out the true ones, it takes long time. Apparently, one of my main homies that I know for 25 years, we grew up together. Those are the people that are going to help you. Some others that very close to you also, they will ignore your progress. It's not a problem at all. They are just got used that you are a talented person and they are not impressed any longer with you being good because they know you're good. But I would say, yeah, whoever just want to be on the journey, it's fine. And eventually when I make it, we all make it. Or if someone make it, we all make it. So it doesn't really matter. So just focus on who is really wants to go to the ride with you.
Was there any moment you doubted yourself?
Every day. If you don't doubt yourself, then you have no reason to. You have to ask yourself every day, am I good for this or not? And then prove for yourself. If you can prove for yourself, then nobody can mess with you.
So what keeps you going?
I don't know. Every day I wake up, I just feel like, whoa, okay, I won another day. What I'm gonna do today? I want to eat because I have to. I want to drink because I have to. What else I would like to do is music. So that's something that makes me feel okay to do. Of course, work, family, and so on. But I mean, the things that is related to music, I feel like I want to do music today. Sometimes I wake up, it's like, not today. I would just listen to music. Sometimes I would wake up, I don't want to do neither. But still, I will be connected somehow to check something about music. So by time you understand that something is necessary in your life. So I feel it's a part of the day for me. If you watch movies, have you ever seen a movie without music in the background? Those two couples that they're kissing and things in the background. So music gives different emotion to the whole story. So that's how I see it. So it is important, and that's the reason why I do it.
Speaking about emotions, which one do you think gives more emotion? Is it the Arabic language or the English?
Okay, I would definitely go with Arabic. Definitely, 100%. The reason why I'm doing actually music in English, I'm doing that since I was in Egypt, in Cairo. There was no audience that listened to English, like an Egyptian guy rapping in English in Cairo. That's not a good combination to make it in Egypt. But I don't know why, since I was a kid, like since I started rapping, I had a feeling that it's okay to compete worldwide. And it won't work in this time, in the 90s or in the early 20s, to do it in Arabic, because in this time the American scene was like taking over the entire music industry. To deliver the message that I want to do, I wanted to do it in English, so the other side of the river would hear what we are thinking. And it just helped me out that when I came to Poland, I wouldn't sing only in Arabic here, because as I told you, the total of immigrants was around 10,000, which is not all Arabs. So it wouldn't be so beneficial to do it here. But by time we started to grow, I could now tell a story in Arabic for people that they understand it here, also related to Egypt or any country in the Middle East. So the beauty of Arabic actually is beating English 100 times.
Yeah.
I can fight you for that. I mean, I really mean it. Yes.
I'll give you that. I've heard a lot of Arabic songs as well. They feel like a lot of emotion in there. They are emotional songs.
Yeah, like I told you, until the 2005 or even until the 2010, 2011, the market always taking over by I love you, do you love me? Oh, I miss you, why we broke up, you make me in tear. It's always, the song is always about a guy loves a girl or a girl loves a guy or they broke up. Yeah, it's all about love. And that's actually was the first tracks that happened, like the first revolution about hip hop. It was how they got fed up from hearing this music because, okay, we got it that we love each other. We got that subject. Let's talk about more important things. So then we brought topics like racism, for example, politics, government, what they're doing, some religious things and some social things like how you should behave, how we see, observe things. And that actually what makes it a little bit different. So we wanted to get over that. And by this time, music started to be now a little different. It's not taking also the right direction because it started to be more related to US. But nowadays, the guys in Egypt are doing very good because I started here that they started even to change the base of the music. So they are not using the same beats that has been used in the US that are trends now. We started to create our own trends for our own culture and instruments. So the music now I think is getting better and better in Egypt. The Arabic ones.
It's getting more localized.
Yeah.
Getting adapted.
Yeah.
I would say that as well. From where I'm from, Ethiopia.
I love the music there.
Yeah. Oh, you love that?
Yeah.
Do you know any songs?
I know a lot. I will show you some of them.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you know or not, but also back in the days in the 90s, we had a lot of people from Ethiopia and Egypt. We had like few clubs that only Ethiopians go there, and I was always invited. So I know a lot of people from your country. If you know someone that lived in Egypt a long time, just say Eddie.
Yeah, maybe you know.
Maybe I know your dad.
What is he doing in the club?
Yeah.
Maybe you know him. So, you've been in the game for 25 years. You've done a lot of things. You've experienced a lot of things. You've seen a lot of people. What advice do you give for people who are trying to make it out as a creative person, not only as a musician particularly, but they're not in the creative space, like they're not in the environment that allows them to be? So what advice do you give them?
All right. So a person that in a place that he's lost and looking for where they should belong. Okay, let's think about it this way. If you are not feeling that you can do the thing by yourself, you need to take it easy. Because as I told you, if I'm sitting with Nate and I heard you rapping and I have something to do with music, I will not let you just go like that, pump to the walls. If I have experience and I see a potential in you, of course, I'll try to help you with all the efforts I have. So again, it brings us back to the topic. If you have the talent, then we can talk in this time. But to advise a person, if they have the talent, just the internet actually makes life easier now. Just picture that before internet, how we were communicating. It's like kind of impossible, but we were going and doing things. Now all it takes just double clicks on the phone. So just connect with people. There are a lot of groups about music, beats, hip hop. If you don't know where to get beats from, just write free beats and just use them. If you cannot find a place to record, just watch tutorials. It will tell you how to do it because everything is literally possible now. You can do songs on your phone. So everything is possible. It just depends on yourself, what you decide to do.
Definitely. Now, I would advise, I would take that advice for myself as well. Because
you want to sing?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
We may never know. I might come rapping in this podcast.
That's great. My next gig, you're in.
I got you on that.
Okay.
I got you on camera.
Okay. Next gig, he's in.
Okay. You heard that, guys. I'm in. So where can people find you?
I'm in Poland.
Online, of course.
Well, okay. The name is Eddie E5.
Yeah.
I think it's on all platforms.
Okay.
I don't want you to find me. I want you to find the music. So I never believed in the fact that you should worship the artists. Just listen to the music and that's it. I don't want you to like me. I don't want you to love me. I don't want you to worship me. Just that's a person. I mean, have you ever heard someone like the owner from Lay's or
No.
are you in love with Kentucky, the guy Kentucky?
No.
So it's the same as it's something that you get. So don't follow the person, follow the idea or follow the music, your passion. So that's what I can say.
For the produced
Yeah.
goods.
Yeah, so it's Eddie E5 if you would like to, but either ways, don't attach to me personally, just the music. That's
Yeah.
all.
ADE5, you can find him in every platform. You've heard it. Any last words you want to say?
How to say thank you in Ethiopian?
Amasaganadlo. Amasaganadlo.
Amasaginadlo. Thank you guys. I really felt so nice. It's really great. Everyone behind the camera is really great. Thank you, Alex, for coming today. And thank you very much for being nice. The sound engineer actually is the best person I've ever worked with in Poland by far, because she smiles at least. And that's good. Yeah.
I've been smiling the whole time.
No, but I mean, I worked with a lot of sound engineers
Okay,
that don't smile. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the first
So
to.
it's her first day.
I know.
That's why
It's not gonna be the last. Yep.
So in this podcast, we actually have a tradition, which we.
I'm not gonna
celebrate.
strip dancing. No.
Nah.
No.
It's not strip. You
Okay.
It's not strip dancing. Don't worry about that. So guys, yeah, this is the time we celebrate our guests. We feel like a lot of people, they don't celebrate their own thing when their own milestone. So this is the time we celebrate you, to give you all your flowers for what you achieved. 25 years in the game.
Yep.
So we got the champagne here. Yeah, you were afraid, so I'm opening it.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry.
He's saying no worries and he's putting
No
it to my
worries.
face. Like, you don't worry. You don't worry, but you have to.
Don't worry. Everybody's hiding. Don't worry, guys. Everything is cool.
We trust you.
Yeah, trust me.
Yes.
Everything is cool. Everything is cool.
I totally do. Don't worry.
So, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. So let me pour it. Yeah. I need some clap, guys. I need some clap. Yeah. We did it. Yes, cheers for you guys.
How to say cheers in
It's cheers. Yeah, cheers. So guys, thank you for watching. This has been an amazing episode. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate you. So everybody who's watching up till this point, just like, share, and subscribe. Anything which is possible in YouTube. This is it. So this have been Behind the Logo, powered by Ego. I'm Nate. Here's Eddie.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or I will find you.
Yes, he'll find you. Guys. Bye.